I don't want to go so far as to say we're having a heat wave, but it is in the 50s and we have some sunshine and we're waiting for a big storm to come through in the next couple days. So the cat and I thought we'd explore the woods for a minute. I've pretty much finished up all my Christmas baking and everyone has received a package of goodies. I purchased a few more bags, some mixes at Dollar Tree, just in case, but it's all kind of done now. So I filmed myself filling up some of those baskets and bags, and here's how it all went. So it's baking season, as you know, and I just got one of those Dollar Tree bags, fudge brownie mixes. I got them, these actually 2 for $1 at Grocery Outlet, and they've come out great. So I'm making a cookie bag for a good friend. So I'm going to put some of these in here, and I'll probably fill 2 of these little bags because it's not just her at the house, and others will enjoy it too. So I get about 4 in per bag. Let me do one more bag. I love these little bags from Dollar Tree, all these different designs. They're just so cute, and they fit everything perfectly. And if you want to put more stuff in there, you just take out another bag. You can also use baggies and little snack bags, but I find actually with the Ziploc, these are a better deal. All right, so she has two little bags full of brownies here. The rest I'm going to put in the freezer anytime I have leftover goodies from packing up bags or whatever. I put them in the freezer. I have a dedicated freezer box for that, and then I have little extra desserts for the rest of the time. So I'm going to put these extras in the baggie, little ends in the sides. It's nice to have just a little freezer box full of desserts. If somebody comes over, or if I want a little treat, it's all there. Plus, I'm kind of checking this year to see how things freeze. So next year, if I want to freeze cookies after baking, I'll know how well they do. So right now in here, I've got some extra chocolate chip cookies and some extra gingerbread cookies. So I'm going to put these extra brownies in here too. I have to do a little bit of creative, there we go. Don't want to crush anything. And into the freezer it goes. I'm going to pack her a goodie bag for Christmas. I did a big baking event on a day or two ago, so I saved some of the leftover dough in the refrigerator in case I needed to bake on the spur of the moment this week, and I did. So here's what I made with the cookie dough and stuff I had left over. So I have 2 bags of chocolate chip cookies. I have a bag of cranberry cookies, and I added some walnuts to those. And I have 2 bags of gingerbread, but instead of doing the big round ones, I ended up cutting the rounds into quarters. So I have little tiny bite-sized ones. I think that came out actually better. I have some candies here, some chocolates from Dollar Tree. You can't see them, but they've got like little Santas on them and snowmen, and some little candy canes. And of course the 2 bags of brownies. I think she'll be really happy. She and her family will be really happy. So this morning I'm going to make a surprise visit to one of my former clients. I'm real good friends with her current caregiver, so I told her caregiver I'd be coming, so she knows. So I'm going to bring her some of these brownies. This is the first time I've made brownies from the Costco brownie mix, and they are delicious. But I made the brownies this morning, and I took them out of the pan before they were completely cooled. So they're a little, now I don't want to say crumbly, but they're not as neatly cut as they could be. But they're so delicious, I don't think my client will mind. So I have a baggie for these because these are pretty big, and I don't want them to be squished in one of those treat bags. Maybe when they've cooled completely and they hold together better. So I got those in there. I have a little gift bag that I made one of the cloth ones. So I'm going to put it in here just like that. I think she's going to just love it. Get that tied up. Fits perfectly. Here's the cookie bag, all done. I made these bags in all sorts of sizes, so it's really convenient. You can find one for every gift-giving situation. I got this little bucket at Dollar Tree, and I had some spider plants that were rooting, and they have these little filler pots at Dollar Tree too, and they fit this bucket perfectly. So I put them together, and she's got a little Christmas plant there. She is actually a very good gardener and has beautiful plants in her home. And for her birthday, I gave her, I think it's called a mother-in-law's tongue that I'd been raising for a while, and so she was enjoying that. So I thought I'd have it joined with the spider plant. So this is what I'm going to surprise her with this morning. Remember this cute little basket I got? It has a little snowman on it. We're going to fill it right now. It's going to my neighbor's. So I have some chocolate chip cookies. I have some of those gingerbread cookies, but after I cut them in rounds, I cut them in quarters. So they're like little triangles, I guess, and they fit so much better into the baskets. There, and then I have a mini banana bread I made. I actually froze these, the other things I made yesterday. And there we are, good to go. I'm going out in a few minutes to do a couple of cookie deliveries, visiting one of my clients and some neighbors. So I'm doing some packing up. If you saw some of my hauls or whatever, you saw that I got this great little container here, and it's like a metal one, and I really like this. I'm beginning to think this might be the way to go in the future. But in the meanwhile, I have got some chocolate chip cookies. I have some Costco brownies. They're Ghirardelli. They are so good, but I didn't grease the pan sufficiently, so these did not come out the prettiest, but they are very good, and I don't think there's going to be any complaints. I made some applesauce bread, and applesauce bread, I used a pumpkin bread recipe. I just put applesauce instead of pumpkin, and I used like apple pie spice instead of pumpkin pie spice, and it came out great. So that's going in there. And I'm adding one more thing. I've tried my hand at dehydrating marshmallows. I just did a video on it, and they have come out great. They are so yummy just to eat by themselves or to put in hot cocoa. So I'm going to put some of those in here too. This is going to one of my clients. I'm going to go visit her at her house. As I said, I think I'm going to be looking for these again. They're just so great. I was reading on online that you can cover like if you have one that's not Christmas or it has another name or something, you can actually successfully cover these with Mod Podge and fabric, and I'm going to do some experiments before next year, because if I can find more of these containers, this is just optimal. I'm also going to be visiting my neighbors, and they're going to get this cute little basket I picked up at St. Vincent de Paul, because they have a couple things. My neighbor loves these candles, so I got her this, well, it fits together. It goes like this with a tea light. So I'm going to wrap both pieces up and put them in the basket just to keep them safe, and she can put it together. Here's one half, and here's the other half. It's just adorable. It's really nice. She uses the one I gave her last year at her house. She loves candles and scents and stuff like that. So that's in there like that. I think I'm going to turn that over. The wrapping stays safe. And I'm also going to give her some tea lights. Tuck those in there. And they're also getting some brownies. Some dehydrated marshmallows. Which are really good. Chocolate chip cookies. And I made that applesauce bread. So that's going to go right here. I like this. I made some of them in these tin containers, the Walmart containers with the lid. Lid isn't always practical, like if you have a small, something that's not so tall. But for this particular situation with the open basket, it's great. It covers right there. There we go. I think that's a pretty nice little basket. Packing up for a client, another client. I have this cute little bag. I'm going to put in some chocolate chip cookies here. And I have some of those little gingerbread triangles. Whoops. Tight fit. There we go. I'm also giving him a little plant because he loves plants. I love these Dollar Tree buckets. They have inserts that fit perfectly, and it's just a great little seasonal gift. I'm also giving my client some items from Walmart that he needs, so I think he'll be really happy. I'm gonna go find a ribbon and tie this one up. Here's another one that's going out, banana bread. Put those at the bottom because they take the most amount of room. And the brownies. These Costco brownies are really good. I'm gonna make them in a video once. They're really great. Chocolate chip cookies and those little gingerbread rounds that I cut into quarters. Just needs a ribbon. All right, this one is going up the road to my neighbor. He lives on a road that's practically vertical and very windy, so I'm going to walk everything up there. I've never driven up that road. I've always walked it. He loves his treats but doesn't care about appearances, so I'm just going to put it in this red bag and carry it up the road. So I'm going to give him some applesauce bread. I actually have two. This one was kind of a blooper. It didn't bake straight, but he loves it so much I'm going to give it to him, plus another one. And this one right here, which is prettier. I made some chocolate chip cookies, so I'm going to give him some of these. These came out well. They're from that, I have a book called Cookies in a Jar, Gifts in a Jar Cookies, and these always come out great. So I'm probably going to give him half a dozen or whatever fits in here. 3, 4, 5, 6. And some brownies. I did not put enough grease at the bottom of the these Costco brownies, and they kind of stuck, but you know, they're really good. Nobody's complained so far, so that's a good thing, right? So I'm going to try to find some that are whole. 1, 2. I think I'm going to do 2 bags of 2 each because I'm having trouble getting any more than 2 in these little bags. Here's another bag, and I'll put 2 more in there. This one, 1, 2, and let's see if I can find one that looks 3. There we go. His bag is full and ready, and I'm going to walk it right up the hill now. Cookies and treats were really well received. Everyone loved them. I'm not the greatest baker in the world, but try to make people happy. It was nice because it was an opportunity to visit and to just exchange season's greetings. I'm going to try to streamline things for next year. I always say that, but I never do. So we'll see. We'll be back at this in 2024.